Well, we had a wonderful time on our missions trip to Romania this summer. It was an unforgettable experience in a lot of ways.
There was this guy who came from Australia, actually. His name was Alex, and he was a very sarcastic person. And he obviously had gone through a lot of hurt and insecurity in his life, and he had put up all these barriers to protect himself. When I had the chance to share the gospel at one of the VBS sessions there, Alex actually sat in the front row and was interacting. At the end of the camp, Alex asked whether we would be coming back next year. And I said, I don't know who from our team will be coming back next year. And he said, well, I hope you do. I'll be coming back.
The second week, we went up to Romania, and I was really excited about that because I'd never been to that part of the country before. The children in the first week of VBS were poor physically. It was really a small village, and you could tell that these were needy children. There was no way they were ever going to be able to have a VBS. These were really sad backstories. I mean, there were broken homes, kids who have been dragged all over the world by parents seeking work wherever. A lot of these have never heard of Jesus, never been to church, and it was really special to be able to bring the light of Christ into their lives.
We built 2 greenhouses in Târgu and 1 greenhouse in Oradea. The greenhouse in Oradea was my Eagle project, so that one took up basically all my time.
I was really blessed to meet a girl named Anna during one of our greenhouse projects, and she was, at first she was really, really shy, and she didn't want to look me in the eye, and then later we came back and she started playing the games we taught her, and soon she just was so excited. Every time we came back, she just would run up and give us a hug. And the last day, she brought us roses from her garden, and she was just really sweet, and I was really glad to be able to meet her.
I remember there was this one kid. He was young, and not much of the stuff fit him. The cleats fit him, but he had socks, going up past his knees, shorts going down below his knees, and then the uniform almost down to his knees, and he had a huge smile on his face. He was just so happy about that equipment. So the real goal of the soccer camps that I did was just to bless them, to bring them equipment, and just to, put the seed of Christ in their hearts.
Was how little hope they have that God is at work in their country, especially with regards to their government. But I encourage them to look at their families, their husbands, their wives, their children as their primary ministry. I tried to encourage them to walk strong with the Lord and stay a strong Christian, and that was the best thing that they could do for their country.
Lavinia's mother was an excellent cook and prepared many wonderful meals for us. The second week in the campsite, we had Christina, who fixed wonderful soups, excellent sausage, and many other delicious Romanian delicacies.
I got to hang with the Romanian family and meet their kids, and at this one point I was actually talking with their kids for a good 4.5 hours straight, which is remarkably hard when I don't know Romanian and they don't really know English. So the whole culture in Romania is phrased so that they all believe that Americans in America are really amazing. And they believe that everything about Americans is completely amazing simply because they're from America. But there, everyone was like, oh, you sing so nicely, and I was like, not really. And they thought that we must all be like besties with all the celebrities because we all live in America with them.
We had Lavi's brother, Lori, working with us. And at one point, one of the little girls, her name was Ada, she runs up to Lori and she fires off this question at him in Romanian, and he answers, "Have you met?" And she turns around and runs back to Kayleen Miller and breathlessly asks, "Have you met Lady Gaga?"
And we had a hole that we had to dig. There were 22 holes that we had to dig, and one of them in particular had this huge rock. It was really big, and it was flat on one side. And when we pulled it out, it kind of just was laying there right where the entrance was going to be of the greenhouse, and it was kind of sitting up because it was about 1.5 feet tall, and it was just a massive rock. And so I said, hey, how about we chisel blue BRBC in it 2013? And so somebody said, well, you can't do that. We don't have the tools. And, well, all we had was a little punch and a hammer. So we took and chiseled that in there. The way we see it is that this is the way God works, that he has us do something in just a moment of time. But it can be something that really is a lifetime that's going to last for these people in Romania. And that was really special for us to be part of that.
And I just feel like that we've all come back more like a family almost. In some ways, we kind of hate to break up the team, but it was really good to have that time with getting to know the other team members as well.
It was just really neat to be able to have this opportunity to be able to bless other people and just see how God used each and every one of us to share the love of Christ with them.